Alright, good afternoon, y'all. Welcome, Wolfpack, and greetings, guests. I am Crazy Wolf, and we are going back to the ocean world of the Last Caretaker. Now, if I recall correctly, the last time we left off, we had just landed on the southern radar station and gotten it powered. Sort of. The radio station here, yes. Now, we seem to be a bit overweighted. Ah, that's why. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, I gotta either turn down the sensitivity of my mouse or get my hand in a better position. There we go. Alright. Robot, you go to the grinder. Alright, and robot number 2. Come, my friend, we shall recycle you. I will not permit you to rust in pieces, but I will revive you with new life. Just call me Robo Jesus. Alright, yeah, you'll be fine. I'll take the aluminum. Oh, yeah. Might want to go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay. And how are we on fuel? Ooh, we are a little over half. Well then, better put that in. Process it. Yes, make me that sweet diesel. And of course, having spares never hurt nobody. Alright. Speaking of which, I don't have a fuel cable. I need to go get a fuel cable. Do we? Oh wait, this is a rifle trace. Nope, that's the ammo we've got. Hang on, I think I got the better ammo up here for this. You. Rifle try for electrical and non-living targets. Rifle trace is the fiery one. So. There you go. Alright. We've got a fuck ton of ammo. Do we take them on? Sure, why not? Hello. Ow. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I felt anything. Ah! Hello. There you go. Whoop. Excuse you. Yeah, fuck off. Come on. Get some. Well, that seems to have taken care of that. Well then, now then. Flashlight off because I don't think I need it. And we'll grab you. Grind you down for all your good shit. Oh, come on. What the hell? Come on. Get it, get it, get it. This is the annoying thing. If devs ever see this, the interruption right there, if you like get off it for a second, even a second, and you have to go through the whole fucking thing again, like how much I don't know. If you've never played Subnautica, like they take bits and bits as you grind down or disassemble something. So you don't have to start from square one all over again. And because I'll tell you, that gets really annoying, especially when I was trying to grind this thing down out in the water. That was wild-looking lightning. That is cool. I mean, I'll admit it's cool, but the black outline is a little weird. Graphics team. Now, let's get some hose. And you. Process that shit. And you. Hey, let me go. Process that shit. Very good. Now then. No. That way. Empty you out into my truck. Or, yeah, truck. Into my tank. Yeah, we're not equalizing with you. We're draining you. Now we're just gonna let that work. Ooh. Oh. Hello. Huh. Thank you. Right? Now then. Ooh, lots of tech scrap. That's nice. But I don't think I need that just a moment. Ah! Where'd you come from? Where are you coming from? They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Miserable little nematodes. Fuck off. Alright. Oh. Hello. A lot of fabric in here. A little stuff for the, yeah, I'll take the mirror. Art of War. There we go. Crouch. Hello? I'm stuck. Okay, we're out. Holy shit. Well, that was wild. Alright, you done? Good. Come on, you little monsters. Come to me. Come here. Come on, you little monsters. There you go. What the hell? I did not give the command to rise up or jump backwards. Hold the fuck up. Is it me or does that look like a boat? That seriously looks like a boat in the distance. I've got to check that out. I mean, I've got to check it all out, but, you know. Daylight come and they want to go home. Give me all this biological shit because I need to make some fuel. Alright. Good times. Good times. You. Fuck out of here. Make me fuel. Yes. Alright. So, I lied. We didn't get this thing powered. We just barely got onto it. We showed up, and that's when we ended the stream. Okay. Or maybe I was here. No, I must have been here. Then why the hell was everything reset? Well, doesn't matter, I suppose. You. Save that Alright. Now, that might have some biologicals, so... Yeah, it has bio-waste. Yeah, do I want it, though? Not necessarily. Now you. You do that. That's right. They arrange these trusses in the form of the word help. I remember seeing that and thinking it was actually quite humorous. Alright, I've been here. Oh, shit. Glad I didn't do that at night. Hello. You have 600 gallons. I want that 600 gallons. Sir? I think I might be able to do this. Are we good? Yes. Jump. Oh. Just barely. Just barely no. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a junction. No big deal. I've got the parts. I'm sure I do. Yep. Build. Right there. Yep, you can do that. And everything else can be done from up top. Alright. Now, let's look around the sides. You know? Rubber is rare enough. I think I'll scrap these down. I'll take that. I'm overloaded. Of course I am. I don't know what the hell they're on about, because I'm getting the danger music, but I am very much not in danger. Huh. Hang on. Did I fuck this up somehow? Jump. No, you're empty. And take you. Gone. You are empty. Very good. No, that's not going to work. I just know it's not going to reach. $18.51, solid. Fill. Send all of that into my 4 tanks of fuel, and I shall be happy. Okay. Back up to the top. Oop. I'll take these things. I'm overloaded with shit. I really need to get trim down what I'm carrying. I don't know what I'll need. You. take that, take that, take that. Alright, I don't think I'll need that much. I definitely won't need that much fabric. Guarantee you that. Are you it? Yeah, okay. So we'll split you and put half in there. And that'll be good. Copper. Okay, I don't think I'll need that much rubber. You have fun. Iron, you don't know. Titanium, maybe? I may not need that much electric cable. But they're not going to take the... Here, take that. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, no, give me that. Give me that, and give me that. You become the new depository for my spare hose. Pretty sure I won't need titanium. Oh, you're full. I need more storage. Alright, up we get. Still don't know why the adventure fucking music, because there's no danger here. I'm perfectly safe. Away, away. God, this is just like the intro area, where I'm moving shit out of the way because it's in the way. Ah, there it is. Elevator. Cool. What the hell is this noise? The fuck? Oh goody, there's more of them buzzy bastards flying around. Okay, we got petrol. We got a robot. We have parts. That's as far up as she goes. Out of the way. Okay. trace, not bad. Nothing. Amounts to a bunch of goose egg. Whoa. That's a little. Ooh. Hold on. What have we here? Aha! Oh, nice little hidey hole. Oh, this is nice. Shaded. Great view. I'd like it. I'd camp out there. A couple of computers. Survival diagrams. Fun shit. And that's that. I don't even know if I'll come back for the computers, honestly. What is it, like aluminum and maybe something else? Oh my god. That is a fuck ton of petrol. Alright, let's repair the radio tower. Level 19. Nice. Now then. There we are. I love the caution signs down here. Obviously. That's a small SOS. That's not exactly visible from space, my bud. Ooh, commander's log. Okay. And yump. Wait. Oh, it's not powered. Okay. Well then. You know what? You come here. You know what? I'm going to build two things up here. Number one, electricity from petrol. And then I'm also going to make a petrol tank. Build. Build you. There. Now, build you. Not sure where, but we'll put it there. Now, I want you to make the parts for this, add all parts to queue, and then add all parts to queue. I have to put everything away and turn this off, and I'm going to have to go downstairs and plug myself into the power down there, because I'm not going to have enough energy for all this. As we slowly sit here and make all the rest of this shit. But I don't think we'll have to go all the way back to the ship. Oh my god, that's what it is. It's a fucking roller. There. Okay, so there is a little bit of danger down here, but, you know, nothing that I gotta worry about, really. Okay. Yeah, we're almost done with the damn thing anyway. Compression pump. Come on, build it. There we go. Oh. Almost out of rifle try. Ah, here we go. We don't need this anymore, right? You're all... What? Am I full? I am indeed full. Alright. We'll just leave it like that. Alright, so what do we got here? We still have some of these. Yeah, you know what? Put you up there. I think we're all out of rifle try. Let's put the stuff down below where that belongs down below. Get you out of my inventory. Get that out of my inventory. And get this stuff out of my inventory. Alright. Now then. I suppose I could have come down here and looked for some of this stuff, but I don't think any of this is any of... Oh, no, there's a compression pump. Okay, one thing. One thing I could have come down here for. Two things. Unimportant. Jesus. Now, here's the question. Do I have enough of all this stuff to repair should I need it? I'm going to go up there. I'm going to see the damn thing. And I'm probably going to wish I had paid a little bit of closer attention to what the hell it is. Or at least found out what I needed before I left. Okay, you here. You here. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna have to find a way to get a beat on this thing. There we go. Oh, not into the drink. There's worms in there. And I want the Ultra Tech. Damn it. Boo. So I was just running around here this whole fucking time. Causing me headaches. Alright. And there was a tech shark over there somewhere. Oh, hello. It's dark! Shoot the moon! Kaboom! Up we go. There we are. Very good. Alright, the electric generator's going to start first. Okay, we'll get the petrol over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these little cans and I'm going to put them in that tank. Pop them all in there. Let this thing run. Because I don't have a need for petrol otherwise. There you go. I love how there's just a gentle cue that this is what you need. That button. Okay. I can't see I can't see shit all. Grab that. There we go. All right. Grab, run. Use the mouse there, crazy. Ah, hell with it. Reel it in. There we go. Gotta press and hold, not click. Gimme. Alright. Alright. And that will do it. Okay. Petrol from there to there. And let's see. Carbon dioxide from there. Electric output. Hang on a sec. We'll plug that in there, but I get the feeling we're gonna need to go up. So we're gonna need to build. There we are. One of these. Now then, we pop you on. We turn you on. And we are powered. Hey, do you have any special permission for me? No, you do not. Okay. So I'm going to assume, dangerous as that is, that I don't need something special to get up here and do... Okay, graphical issue. Slight problem. Fine. Alright. Power. All this. Ha. Nice view. I always geek out over these views. Alright. Repair communications array. Well. Okay, the array's up top. Right. And charge you. Well. Let's use these. How much do you charge? 24, about 25%. Not quite 50 yet. You. There we go. That'll do it. The remainder is covered. It's taking its sweet time, but it is charging. Alright. Damn, that facility. Alright. Up we go, and we'll see if we have enough to fix the tower. Let's turn off the flashlight because, my god, this is another one of those, holy shit, I can't believe this is fucking high up there like that. And then this piece. There you go. There you go. And what do you need? Iron, copper, plastic. We are golden. Oop, wrong way. Damn. Hang on. Take a quick look around. I don't think oop. Fuck it. I'm pretty sure I don't words. I'm pretty sure I didn't leave anything up there. If I did, well, I'll figure it out. %. Bleh. Bit of rubber. Bit of that. Ooh, more shit to make humans. And that's it. Now we're just waiting for this thing to charge. Charge me while we're at it. Wow, it is slow. I think I'd rather take my chances going downstairs. Alright, you come with me, boys. I'm gonna recycle you. And then maybe we'll get our chance to get that Ultratech out of the water. Is it still there? It looks like it's still there. Let's go. Let's see what was this thing rolling around for anyway? Was there anything up here? No. There was fuck all up here. It's no longer there. Or maybe it is. Graphical glitch, we're fine, everything is fine. How are you? Oh, come on. This is what I'm talking about. I'm in the water. I'm being moved around by invisible forces, and I can't maintain on this thing. I'm doing my best, but it's taking forever, and I have to start from square one all over again. Okay. Here I am steady. Mostly steady. All right. Little bits everywhere. All the bits that make me super heavy. Oh. Hello. So, a Sudoku book. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Fucking yes. I love Sudoku. What fun little... Okay, whoa, so this whole thing is just one big floating platform. It's not even anchored. Well, that's special. Okay, let me get out of the water, thank you. Very much appreciate that. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go and get our stuff from the boat. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I could have probably put a windmill up there or something, but they had the petrol there, so why not? Oh, hey, guns. No, I'm going to be sending a human into space. I, unfortunately, am landlocked. I'm kind of like Red Skull. I'm here to guide people to a treasure I can never have myself. For I am but a robot. See? That's me. I have to build humans, I have to send them into space, and then let humanity grow out there. Ocean lock. And details, but you're right. I am ground bound, even though there's no ground. Now, last thing for this region. First, turn off the flashlight, save some battery. Get some bio waste. Grind that into fuel later. Take my robo buddies. We're gonna make some recyclable goodness out of them. Clang, bang, wang. Oh, it's actually kind of wild. You head out to that facility, the Lazarus Complex. You take this bio crap, you break it down into its base components, and then you build this kind of stuff. Nutricore, high fat, mind surge, physique fuel, to build up the humans themselves. And then you take that stuff that I was putting in that box to help dictate their personality. They're all called memories. And this one enhances creativity, focus, communication. This one, adaptability and leadership, leadership and discipline, all that nonsense. You make different types of humans depending on which of these you put in, and the person will be strong or horrifically fat. Yeah, and then just send them in space. That's the whole premise. Is I'm a robot, and this whole process is just to bring a human and put them into space so that the human race can survive. This is a human I built. It's in that pod somewhere, and it's going to be on its way up to space eventually. I need to send it to get it to the launch platform, and I'm pretty sure that's it over there. But I want to get that confirmed, so I got to get up there and get the radio tower on board so that I can confirm what's out here. Breed them? Well, because there's no humans left. I think the whole purpose is the humans will never know we existed. They'll never know us. We'll do all this work, and they'll just be and never know what went into their, rebirth. I'm guessing, like, humans realized there was some shit going down. Maybe some, like, Forbidden Journey kind of shit. Oh, god dang it. The crazy bitch that hunts down the robots. Output 200 watts. A little bit for this, and... okay, I guess that's done. I needed to charge that. I mean, technically, yes, but at the same time, if you could try and Adam and Eve that shit, but truth is, you send more humans up there, you get a more diverse breeding stock. And I hate to use that term, but... alright. So, what is on this map? Oop. Zoom out. Okay. We'll put this online. We have a fuel depot, something underwater, something underwater, something underwater. That looks like a launch platform. That's a habitat, that's a habitat. That's another radio station. Hello? I am down. More exploration, yes please. You go away. Right, escape. So, down we go. And of course, I can loot goblin the shit out of all this. And... no. I'm going to take this down because I want to grind down my robo buddy here. Like, half of the stuff around here you see, like this gas boiler part, these barrels, this metal, it can all get ground down into parts to build what I need. Like that generator up there. It's survival-esque. Insofar as you have health and there are enemies that are trying to kill you, or, well, I'm a robot, so disable me, I suppose. But you don't have to maintain things like food or water. Not for yourself, anyway. So now that we know where we're going, throw this... come here, you dingus. Take this dude with us. Throw him in there. He gets ground down into these parts, which I'm leaving there because the fabricator can't reach some of my storage containers. But it's a survival crafter, and with all the water, I mean, I've heard it compared to, like, Subnautica, which is not necessarily untrue, but it's also very limited underwater exploration. Mostly because you can't really see the bottom. But what's real fun is at nighttime all the monsters come out and, well, they're mostly biological, so you kind of kill them and get their biological material, and then I collect that. Follow me for a second. Take it over here to this thing, and this thing creates diesel fuel out of biological material. Now, my tank is full, so I don't need it to work, so it's not going to work. I have solar panels and windmills for electricity. I have 3 extra diesel tanks, 5 extra batteries, so I have power and diesel for days. And there's my diesel engine, there's my electric engine. And I use that to go around. Now, I'm not moored up, am I? Nope, good. So we can get up here, weigh anchor, and go. Weigh anchor. Full throttle. And away we are. Off to what looks very blatantly like a launch facility. Now, if I had to create the damn rocket, I swear to God, I'm gonna scream. I will admit, though, your idea of one male, one female, yeah, sort of. But think about that. You only have one male, one female. They breed, make lots of kids. Who is this kid's gonna breed with? Their siblings. You need multiple mating pairs to get a biodiverse grouping. And because nobody really is too interested, other than maybe some certain people in Alabama and West Virginia, in doing that with their siblings. And apparently, according to statistics, most of the Middle East. Don't blame me. Blame the stats. Numbers don't lie, and they're not racist. All right, get over here. See what the hell's up. I swear to God, if I was a more popular person, I'd have like hundreds of people, like, canceling their followership just because of that. But I'm an irreverent motherfucker, and I don't give a shit. Let's see, the sun is setting. Yes, that's the west. So I'm going south. Yeah, I'm going southeast. Of course, it's the west. Ugh, how could I not see the damn compass at the top of my HUD? What the fuck is that smoke coming out of my... Oh, I think that's the frost coming off the, coming off this thing. Does this thing have a timer on it? Hey, calm down. Yeah, I made this guy like 161 kilograms, so he's huge. No, numbers just are. Oftentimes it's what you do with those numbers that determines whether or not you're hateful or not. Oh, God. Okay, well, there's mines. That's fun. And there's that thing floating above the ocean. Alright, I think I found a mooring spot. Unfortunately... Alright, we'll anchor here. Pop these things. Did it work? Come on. There we go. That's dead. That's not something I want to make dead. All right. Get out here onto the nose. Shoot this mine. Solid. Good hit. Yeah, this is not helping at all. I can't even see the floaty robot. Oh, no, there he is. I think that's him. Can't see shit, though. But at least the mine in front of me is done. So I can move forward with some confidence. Alright. Oh, well, let's see. That's because it is 1 in the morning. And that's how fast the daylight goes. And over here at the weather, you'll see we have, well, a precipitation of 1 millimeter per hour and falling. So the rain is falling off now. Winds are taking me that direction at 2.5 meters a second. That's not bad. Can't remember what the fuck this is. I think it's just my compass. Or it's telling me where my either how far I've gone or how fast I'm going. I'm not sure what that one is. Let's see. Compass. Geographic coordinates. I think it's the rudder shift. Craft status. Fuel. Power. And my chart. Everything you need to sail the seas. Okay. So then. Nope, that's a creature. Where did Flyboy... Oh, there's Flyboy. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, well. Let's light this candle and get them out of the way so I don't have to deal with them. Whoop, no. Fuck you. There, he's down. He's in the water. About 5 shots, I think. Fuck you. Oh shit, run. Okay, I need to heal. That's this little bugger right here. Consuming. I used all but 7% of that thing. Hey, buddy. Fuck you. And you're down. Okay, well, these guys are in the drink, and I'm not going in because there's nasty things that pop up in the dark. I'll show you what they are. Come over here. Well, I mean, okay, there's a tech shark. Actually, how much ammo do I have? That's my last mag. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill this thing with the remaining 4 shots. Alright, time to make some more. Yeah, 5 hits. I can only assume that's because I hit them basically on their armor. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got? Where? Ammo. There we go. That's Sniper Lux. Where's the sniper? Hang on. I made a level. Didn't go and check out the new skills I unlocked. There it is. Sniper Rod. Long range, underwater capable, kinetic rounds. There are also regular rifle rounds that I guess come with it. Yep, so we'll unlock that. Ultimate Genesis, we'll unlock that as well. I'll tank distillation tower. I wanted a distillation tower real bad. Entanglement lens to part, and quantum duplicator, which is for my fabricator. Plastic, aluminum, iron. Rifle try. You know what? I'm going up. I'm going to get my bolt rifle, which is not as powerful, but it's fully automatic, and it has 30-round clip. You. Come here. close that. You swap for bolt rifle. Thank you very much. And put bolt rifle in here. Why can't I do it directly from my inventory? Who knows? Talk to the developers. Currently have 19 rifle try. Rifle try is exactly what I need because I'm going to beat the fuck out of that thing. You. Make 5 repetitively. There we go. Actually, maybe not that much. Make 300 of them. So each one is 30 rounds, which is nice. And I'll wait until I got like 3 or 4 of these built and done before I go out and try and test the little tech shark out there. Just to make sure. Because there is no kill like overkill, and there's no such thing as too much DACA. And I am a man who appreciates much DACA. All right. Death to the tech shark. Oh. Why am I floating? Jaws' uglier cousin. There he is. Alright. Well, we took him out. I got probably the right amount. Yep, I have 10 rounds left. I made just the right amount. Why am I not anchored? Okay, anchor. Goddamn. There we go. Anchor set. Okay. Grind this bitch. For the high-tech scraps. This bitch will become my parts. Yes. Surface. Grab the rest of them. Rest of the parts. Okay. Oh, hang on. This part. Give me that. Get back on. No, go over here. Grab whatever's in this. Because this is... This thing is a floating habitat. Or so they call it. Interact. And take all... unfortunately, whenever I interact with it, it sinks. So, it's very much like Raft in that way, that when you interact with the other small rafts and you, they start to sink. So that's kind of sad. Now, let's go forward and grab the... Now, those things that I shot out of the sky, they're called angels. Don't ask me why. Well, I'm guessing that a lot of people tried desperately to make humans survive this watery world for some time, but were unsuccessful. All right, drop those anchors, jump out here. My parts! And one thing that does upset me is if I get interrupted, even if I'm like 90%, I have to start over from the very, very, very fucking beginning, grinding these things down. That annoys me. Because you don't sit, yeah, there you go, see? You don't sit still in this game. These waves move you in weird ways. I find that being underwater makes you a little bit steadier. Being underneath them gives you the best stability. Yeah, I can't really take it from my boat for whatever reason. There's like no crane or recovery system for this craft. Which is wild because this thing right here, this is the net that I drop and grab little scraps with. Which I have it up for whatever reason, and I need to have it down. Oh, right, because I need to empty it. There we go. Drop net. Now, I am overloaded, so I need to get the fuck over here. You, take my scrap. Good. You, take my bio shit. There you go. Make fuel. Alright. Now, reverse thrust. We'll line ourselves up to anchor right there on that platform. Looks like they have some, yes, they do have some mooring points. Okay, forward thrust. Ahead 2/3. Full starboard rudder. Nope, rudder amidships. Rudder amidship. Forward, damn you. Alright. Ahead dead slow. And drop anchor. Run! Run! Get out of here. Get out. Get. Go, 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 go. Whoop. Okay. Mooring line. Over to here. Mooring line. Whoop. There we go. Number 2. Right to here. Weigh anchor. Up. Up. Weigh anchor. Now, the mooring lines will pull us in nice and tight. I mean, I guess they kind of have already. Now, oftentimes I'm not nearly this accurate or this careful. So, we'll drop anchor once again. And we'll undo our moorings. The moorings can come undone. The anchor stays. So now, we are here. We are here for good. There we go. And this is a broken one of those things that fly. You see this every now and then. But high-tech scraps, I'm not going to lose. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. That's all iron and plastic. I've got plenty. Nope, nothing back here. Check every nook and cranny in this game. I swear they hide shit everywhere. No. Get rid of you. Get out of my way. Ah, see? There's a couple of scraps under here. Little hidden bits and bobs. Alright, now, where the hell did it say we were? Exit station. Wow, see? It almost looks like they're ready for people, actual people, to just like straight up leave. So I have no idea what the history of this world is. I just know that everything went to pot and there's just me making humans and sending them to space. Hello. Fry, bitch. Smash it. Smash it. Gross. Alright, here's the power station. Ooh, those are good. They have, if I remember correctly, yes, they have high-tech scraps. Oh yeah, that's the only biological life left on this planet. That's it. Alright, you. You will go here, and you will do just fine for now. Light. I'll take this. Might have to get up there and make some windmills if I want to permanently power this, but that'll work for now. So, what else is in here or around here? Robot. Sad robot. All the robots I found are broken. And as far as what they are, I don't know. The things that come out of it seem to be biomechanical in nature. And they're grown. I really don't get it either. Alright, this will do to open up the door. I said open the door. No human detected. Please place human in designated socket? Oh. Okay. I need to bring my little buddy along. Sort of. I'm just a more put-together Wally, and I'm not as dumb. You know, I'm not collecting light bulbs because they look pretty. Oh, shit. Okay. Human. There is a human in the designated socket. There you go. Alright. Well, clear this shit out. For whatever reason, these little things, they're called sweethearts. Don't ask me. Like, seriously, I have no idea. Things are crawling after me. Oh! And then there's these things, just these blobs. And they're fun. This variety, they're just like the pale gray ones. These guys are insanely attracted to light. See? Now they're after me. I'm about to run out of power for this thing. Little fucker. Ah! Oh, I'm out of power. Back to the ship! Light off. You. Let's see. Okay, switch cables, electric pistol, and this one is for my backpack. You need to charge 2. Good. Alright. 30, 40, 50. Yeah, I'm Wally with a gun. Just blobs? Yeah, I don't even know. The variety of blobs that I have are the gray ones, which are attracted to light, and there's red ones, which are afraid of it. So, connect to a pistol. Okay. Now, there is a reason okay, I'm going to grab this from the electric pistol and then drop it. Okay? This is the electric pistol. This is the electric pistol without anything else. There's nothing, as you can see, there's nothing attached to it. It is all by its little lonesome with 100% charge. Okay, maybe I should find something to act. Okay. That's it. Now, grab the cable from the Oni Plus, which is a backpack I have. For whatever reason, that didn't work the way I wanted you, and connect the electric crystal. Now that it's connected and powered, overcharged. And it's like I have an external battery on the back, so this is going to stay this way for a while. Ah! Oh, for fuck's sake. Now, what's really wild and kind of depressing when you think about it too long is things like this teddy bear here. That's also a memory. That's something I put in to... okay, light. See, now these things are attracted to the light. That actually puts me at an advantage because it tells me where they're going to be. They're all going to be hovering around that shit. And they're not going to be interested in me. Gives me damn near impunity to just go in and beat the fuck out of them. Yeah, white light. They only seem to like white light. Fuck you! Now these things also provide me with biofuel, so I'm not against sitting here and just farming them. Ah, what the fuck? You. Oh, right, I didn't take care of that yet. Oh, go the fuck away. You want to die anytime soon? I know if I was getting that many volts, I'd be toast. Alright. Loot all, loot all, loot all. I'll take all of the stuff and all the biological bullshit. And now we go back. And you. I don't hear him squeaking anymore. Well, not on this end. Oh, no, there you are. And you're dead. And now we... Well, let's go plant this in the... Oh. Some of them came out. That's the whole thing about this game, is there's a handful of enemies that are attracted to light, and there are a handful of enemies that are afraid of light. Most of the nematodes and shit that are in the, what the hell? Connect to the electric pistol. Interact. Drop. Good. Put the teddy bear in with this. Cool. And then the bioelectric shit in the diesel generator, the diesel maker. Actually, where are we at? We're at about 1,700. Give or take about 7/8 full, and that's across 4 tanks. 1 in the boat and the 3 extras. I got like 8,000 liters to work with. That's a lot of fuel. And I'll still burn through most of it going all the way across the map. Alright. Now let's get after these guys. Alright. Oh, nearly midnight there? Let's see. You've got to be in Europe then. I find I get a lot of European traffic when I play in my afternoon. Brussels. Yep, there you go. Well, Brussels time zone. I suppose that could be anywhere, really. Well, you have yourself a good one. And a restful sleep and stay safe out there. I hear that Europe's becoming a little bit spicy. You may or may not have heard that our president is going kind of nutso with the immigrant population, and Europe seems to be having similar talking points happening over there, with a bunch of people who think that you need to dial back on immigration heavily, and others that think that they need to basically just open up the borders and just go. My opinion is my opinion, and I'm not going to share it here. Yeah, issues really. And mostly the thing is, people are really, really worried about it because they've had a very heavy upswing in sexual assaults, and a large number of them are being accredited to the migrant population. That's what I mean by spicy. And for some reason, there's a bunch of people that are really offended when you point that out. I don't want to really get political here. I'm just, you know, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know. Hello, is this a customer service desk? I want to make a complaint. Your customer service sucks. And you're napping on the job. Horrible. Horrible customer service in this place. Oh, I am born, bred, and proudly U.S. More to the point, I'm actually U.S. military, Navy, which is why you'll hear me use all the nautical terms appropriately on that boat. With small boats, which actually, the boats I'm used to aren't too dissimilar in size from this thing. Oh, you little nematode fucks. East Coast. Well, Northeast, really. One of the original 13 colonies. You know, the American insurrectionists. Now that actually, I say that because it was a funny-ass story, and it actually happened. A couple of NATO allies in Afghanistan were having a football game. You guys' football, not ours. And the referee was British, and he let everyone know which side he was on pretty early. I mean, I could probably get to Boston in about 3 or 4 hours. The English referee let everybody know whose side he was on really early by calling one team by their name, and then the colonial insurrectionists on the other team. So yes, I'm a proud rebel. Americans are marked by our rebellious nature and our obnoxious attitudes, and I embody that with both hands, gladly. And unapologetically. But yeah, I'm not like Boston is in Massachusetts, which yeah, I guess is one of the original 13 states. I don't see too much risk in saying it, because my state of Pennsylvania is roughly the size of the entire island of England, so hard to pinpoint exactly where I am just by saying that. Paul Joseph Watson. Wow. You know how big America is? Unless he's somebody that's relatively famous, which I'm sad to say I don't recognize him. Just because I'm American doesn't mean I know all other Americans. Paul Joseph Watson. You know, the funny thing is, it's not my surname, but I think my... Oh, what? My dad's mom's grandmother? Or dad's mom's mom? My great-grandmother on, like, my dad's mom's side, I think. Her last name was Watson, so there might be a relation there somewhere. Not likely, but... There's always a possibility. My grandfather used to say, if you live in this particular valley for more than 3 generations, we're probably related by blood or marriage. My family's been in this area for a long time. I think I'll look him up once I get done with my stream here. I'm always down for some good content to watch. But I do wish you a peaceful and restful evening. And as my one friend would say, good luck, don't die. I have a broken sense of humor. And so does she, now that I think about it. Die. There you go. Wait, he's still under there? Motherfucker. There you go. Alright. Trying to clean up every little slime bucket in here. He's not up. I don't think he's in here. He might be outside. Okay, that's gonna bug the shit out of me if I don't find that fucker. There he is. It's on that light. Fucker. Alright, you guys. That's not working. Damn. get new ammo. Actually, I think rifle slam might work here. There we go. And we'll take the trace as well, just because. Alright. Throw the shit away. Get rid of the scrap. Get rid of the bio shit. Make me diesel fuel. We're getting in there. Alright. Now, F, new ammo, rifle slam. There you are. Good night. So long. Quiet. Peaceful. Lovely. I cherish the peace and quiet. Now then. Let's see what's upstairs. Huh. Surprising there's nothing on the roof. Okay, shuttle to get me over there. You go on here. I'll deal with you in a minute. This. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus, that's a hike. Pardon me, sir. Need you to come with me? Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Sky or sea, I'm not sure which, but wild and blue it is. Hey. Rifle slam. And more rifle slam. That's exactly the ammo I have. What a coinky dink. Alright, anything else to pick up? Nope, just this guy. And theoretically, that waste basket right there might have bio waste in it. But I get enough of that whenever I, you know, get invaded by those things at night. Okay, so let's go down part way. There we are. There we go. This is what I wanted. Now, check out every little nook and cranny I can get. Which includes this one. And there's nothing up here. Okay, well, they can't all be gems. All right. Now we. Uh-oh, I'm running out of power. Shit. Land on this. Okay. I need power. No, not that. Give me that. There we go. Hooked up to the boat, which has solar and wind and unlimited power. Okay. Well, that's actually not good. See those dents? That means there's dings and damage that got done to this boat. Probably from the last time I took on one of those things. Good as new. Now then, hang on a sec. Which way is south? We're currently faced east. Is that north? That's south. If I put a solar panel on top of that arch or that raised part right there, that would give me plenty of power to work with for this thing. Now that jug is probably going to run out pretty soon, so I'm going to do two things. I'm going to build a Lumimax. Okay, three things. I'm going to build a Typhoon? Yes, a Typhoon. No. Two Cyclones. Sorry. That one. Boom. Boom. And we are going to build a battery. Now, why did I put him here? Well, directly below here is where my fabricator is. Anything that is made... The last video calls out Ben Stiller for welcoming Somalians, which responds with, they didn't help build the USA, they didn't even build Somalia. This is true. I mean, you look at Somalia, and it does look pretty, but the people are miserable there. The environment they have to live in is horrible, and this is my personal opinion. The religion of Islam does nothing beneficial for anybody except for the men in power of Muslim countries. I'm not a fan of that religion. I'm not disparaging them. I'm not against them. I believe you should be able to worship however you like. But you cannot, I refuse to allow people to interrupt other people from living their life due to their personal religious experiences. I do the same thing here in America. I tell Catholics, fuck off. You can't tell someone they're not allowed to use contraception. Like that's their personal choice. That's not for you. You aren't the people police. There. See? You heard that? The thing is building upstairs. And they took the parts all out of my inventory. Okay, you go there. A lot of rifle try. There go those parts. Good. So that's just going to keep going. Theoretically, it should make all these parts. Except that. Don't hit that. I hit the wrong button. There. See? It's just building slowly. Now, meanwhile, we'll get our health together. Now, we're getting the, yeah, we get the people, and I don't understand why. Here's my biggest pet peeve. Our Hollywood, right? The celebrities, the people that make movies. I'd never asked them their opinion on jack and or shit, and I certainly am not interested in their political leanings. I don't care. A celebrity is famous for making a movie. That's it. I don't care about the political leanings. Yeah, then added one. Yeah, how many Somalians live in your nice rich neighborhood? Oh, that's right. Your gated community where even the security guard isn't letting in people that are Mexican unless they have like a signed affidavit that they're cutting one of those rich fuckers' lawns. Yeah, that kind of shit. It annoys the fuck out of me. All right, I'm gonna dismantle these things, and that means we get those parts. The parts we built are now in our inventory. This is how I prep to power facilities. That little battery pack that I hooked up to the system is good and all. It's not going to last forever. In fact, I might have to do this a couple times. So I'm pretty sure the power that I put in over here on this corner... Oh, God, I'm slow. I might want to put these rifle try away somewhere. Alright, you, up, go. God, I'm slow. I'm massively overweight. Alright. Rifle try. Go away. Rifle trace. Go away. Alright. Close. I'm still somewhat slow, but I'm nowhere near as slow as I was. This can be dealt with. Alright, keep that off. Alright, we're gonna get to you, Billy. Don't worry. 21k of ammo. Yeah. 21 kilos of ammo? Can you fucking imagine? I mean, to be fair, 21 kilos is... That's roughly the load that most soldiers have to carry these days. Between armor, extra ammo, gear, the backpack, all that nonsense, it's about another 21 kilos or so of equipment. Okay. So I'm going to put this up here. Alright. Build. We made these, so we'll build them. And you will turn in this way. You will be over here. Make sure you're in that way. We will build the Lumimax. The very large. Okay. You sure that's the Lumimax? Lumimax. And then this is all built and good, and we'll have to drag it over this direction, which means we have to build a couple of these. Probably. We will put you there. You will go there. Drag you to there. From you over here. I'll drag you with me. Alright. We will build another one here. Plug you in. And we will take you all the way down here. Oh god, no more cable left. Well, that's sad. I goofed. Oops, parts. A little bit of broken glass and wire scraps. I need some more of my wire. Luckily, I know where it is. You solo pick up table-sized fridges for work. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not insurmountable, but it ain't comfortable. There. Another 10 kilos, but 100 meters, I think. Yep, 105 meters. You always use 1 meter whenever you connect anything. So 105 meters of cable. I must have laid down kilometers of this electrical wire by now. It's okay if you never are. Some people are called to serve in that way. Some people are not. I find no shame in not serving if it's not your bag. For me, I found a nice home with the military, and for the obstinate little shit that I was, I really needed the structure that the military gave me. Sometimes it's not about fighting for the country in particular. It's about fighting for the potential, for the next generation to maybe get it right. The possibility. There we go. Power. Okay, you, go away. You, go away. I want these things. Hang on. Do you have anything for me? No, you do not have any extra... Okay, let's look at security. Exodus arrival. That's me. Exodus power. No feed. And my vessel. Okay. You. Come with me. Actually, I have enough power. I'm just gonna grind this shit down. Just for the high truck scraps. See, the fact of the matter is, when people say it's like, well, who wants to fight for this country anyway? Well, that's kind of the point. You want to fight to make your country better than it was, better than it is. You don't. Humans are weird like that. We do stuff like that. We build for the next generation. We plant trees we'll never understand. We'll never know the shade of. Yeah, well, I mean, nothing's certain if you drive truck or lift. Honestly, what if you misstep and a fridge lands on you and crushes your head? You're just as dead as if I catch a bullet. Like, you speak with so much truth that nobody knows what their cards are dealt. Hell, you go walking down the street these days, and I understand that some of those European countries, especially the tourist spots, are rather aggressive with people that are like panhandling or trying to peddle off crap, and then you catch them out on it. They get violent. Like, pickpockets get really violent when you point them out as pickpockets. So yeah, you don't know what's coming. You never know what's coming. Ooh. Stuff. That's all empty? Good. Alright. You boys come with me. Yeet! Oh. Biologics. I'll take. You're next. Yeet! Go. And you go. This whole thing. Oh yeah. See, that's the beauty part. That is the part. In all honesty, I have like dreams of coming over to Europe and checking out the country, but like not the dense city destination spots. No, I want the places that like made Europe what Europe is today. The countryside, the rural areas. You know, the green spaces, the farmland. You know, that is the backbone that built and made Europe what it is. It was the core of the economy in the Middle Ages. Everything was based around what you could grow. That was wealth. And those are the places of Europe that I would love to experience. Not to mention the food's better out there anyway. Because in the city you got chain restaurants and hoity-toity motherfuckers that cut corners and try and make a buck. Out in the countryside, you got grandma and she just like throws sugar on her dish until it looks right, you know? That's how you know it's good. Oh, yeah, I'm a big boy. I would love to travel the world on my stomach. It'd be amazing, and I'd start in Europe. Like you said, you're from Bulgaria? Let me scroll back. I think you said you were from Bulgaria. Well, Brussels timestamp. I don't know. I heard you said Brussels time zone, and I didn't know what country you were from, so I just kind of assumed. Besides, my European geography is not 100%, I'll admit. But, okay, so without doxing yourself too much, I'm pretty sure you can say which country you're from. And there's probably something I want to try from that country in particular. Like, I wouldn't mind a nice French wine or a good German beer. You know what I mean? Yeah, that doesn't help me. I told you, my European geography is for shit. But, okay, Belgium. Oh, shit, even better. I understand that some of the best chocolatiers in the world are in Belgium. I'd love to try some of that shit. You know, I believe in experiencing a culture by its food. But yeah, I would most definitely try, like, local cuisine. Not, like, chain restaurants. I'm not going to go to, like, chocolate, beer, waffles. I will argue you on the fries. But that's because I make my own fries. Okay? You make your own shit. Homemade is always the best. Homemade is always the best. I don't give a fuck what country you're from. Homemade is always best. But you definitely have some solid waffles. You have stiff competition for beer. I'm not gonna lie. You have a lot of competition for best beer in that part of Europe. And no, they're not French fries. They don't even call French fries in France. So people are just dumb. Now, I say what you will about me, and I am a dumb idiot, but I am not a blatantly ignorant, stupid American. You know what I mean? All right, let's go. Let's see what's over here before we bring Billy Bob along. I will admit, though, the Belgian accent is very close to France, or so. Okay, the story goes in the world wars. American soldier came to Europe, were given fries by soldiers speaking French, and the French fry was born. They were julienne fries, weren't they? That's the actual cuisine term. The fries were julienne. But otherwise, it was just like oil fried potato strips. I mean, the potato chip was born because original potato chips were like half an inch thick slices of potato seared in a oil pan, and somebody's like, well, they're too thick, and they kept saying that until they sliced them razor thin, and then they had a nice crisp crunch to it, and the guy's like, these are amazing, I love them, and that's the potato chip. See, history is great, but the history I learned best and remembered is the history of food. Grab steel tube. French is the main language in the army. Speak Dutch, French, and a bit of German. Yeah, the Belgian dialect is unique. And some of you guys do get a little offended when some stupid Americans hear the accent and we're like, oh, you're French, and you're just like, no, I'm fucking Belgian. Try not to take offense to it. We really can't tell the difference. But then again, some people in Europe can't tell the difference between a Texas accent and a Boston accent, so it's fair. But it's not like I really have that much room to speak on, because English is a bastardization of all languages that it cornered in a back alley and beat up for loose vowels. Like, English is an abomination of a language. What the hell blew up? Ah. You know what? I bet if I get out there, I can get a good shot on that. Lightning strikes. Okay, buddy, you're coming with me. Not all. I mean, some of our most popular, some of our favorite words, including a lot of our swear words, come from German. I think there might be a large portion of... Oh, well, fuck. Fuck is from Germany. Well, from German. Originally from ficken, which I believe means to strike or something. But yeah, the basis being in France makes sense given the given William the Conqueror. That just tracks. That's just basic history. William the Conqueror came, and the Anglo-Saxons and the French kind of just came together and bleh, English. But then, you know, they figured that wasn't enough, so they stole some Italian words, some German words, and modern words just kind of take from wherever the fuck they feel like. All right, blow you up. There you go. Do they teach about the World Wars? Well, we get some history, usually ours, but more often than not, it's things like, you know, what our units did in World War II and World War I, and the kind of history that we choose to be proud of. Like the Battle of Belleau Wood, where the U.S. Marine Corps got its one of its first nicknames of Devil Dogs. We also coined one of our units also coined its catchphrase of "Retreat Hell," because the Marine commander of the forces going into Belleau Wood was commanded by, depending on who you ask, it's either a Belgian officer or a French officer, and said, "Why aren't you retreating?" And the guy looks at him and says, "Retreat? Hell, we just got here." And they proceeded to dig in and give the Germans in that area one massive beating. Oh, red ones. Uh-oh, I'm out of power. I need to go charge. And myself. Holy shit. But we get that's the kind of history we get when it comes to world wars. In the military, we generally get the quote-unquote fun history of it, but also there are plenty of history lessons that are given about how god-awful and rough it is. And there's not a branch in the world that's not going to teach you in our military, any of our militaries, about how hellacious the Normandy beach invasion was. Like, we still look to that as basically one of the best examples of unmitigated courage under fire that you could ever aspire to. Although I think they all really had a negative impact, honestly. Well, obviously they're a war, but there are some people that pay attention to such things and would sit here and tell you that, hey, you know all these world wars where, you know, we had all these predominantly white countries beating the fuck out of each other? Yeah, well, because of shit like that, the global population of that identifies as white is gone from like 35%, I think, back in the 80s to like 8% today. Oh, series of ads? I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. Yeah, we do get World War II and World War I history, but mostly the quote-unquote fun history. Like the Battle of Belleau Wood. We do get told. We did learn about the battle. We called it. It was called the March of the Dead Men. It's a Russian one, but I mean, it's still pretty badass. Basically, any of the battles that can encourage motivation and like dedication under fire. Those are the kind of things they like to teach. You know, to hold up as examples of how you should conduct yourself as a soldier or a sailor or whatever. But no, what I really despise and despair is that I had to wait until after my secondary schooling to learn a lot about the world wars, because they don't really teach history in as much in our American schools anymore. Not in our public ones anyway. And I find that to be atrocious. That is beyond the fucking pale. That is history that should never be forgotten. But I'm not sure what the World War II... Oh, shit. I missed a bit. No, when you refer to Holocaust, everyone assumes World War II. Oh, no. I know the Holocaust is not unique. That's not even the first one. That's not the only one. There have been several. They don't label them as such. Sorry, I keep reading back over your stuff. Yeah, there's been Holocausts all over the place. One could argue that the Americans dropping both nukes on Japan was a bit of a Holocaust, because it killed a lot of people really, really fast. But the numbers that Germany did with the Jews in their country and wherever they conquered, like Russia, according to Russian history, they'll look at you and say, "Ha, rookie numbers." Because on that half, in the Asiatic continent, there have been true atrocities committed. You to electric pistol, you to that, and then you to me. I've got three wires hooked up. Oh shit. Okay, wait, 80, 90, and done. Okay, grab cable self when you're done. Wind you up. Take you. to electric pistol. Check that. Yes. Good. My electric backpack is hooked up to my electric pistol. Hang on. How much ammo do I have? Not enough for my ass. Might want to get... Oh, I never hooked up a battery. No wonder I've constantly been going overweight. I never built the damn battery. Found a news article from the late 19th century where the term was used in a massacre in Russia. Doesn't surprise me at all. Russia is notorious in its history for not really giving too much of a crap about the cost in human life. I mean, even one of arguably the most necessary evils, the Battle of Stalingrad, could be considered a massacre of their own people. They just threw people at the problem until it went away. Massive, massive loss of life. And they didn't care because it was just easier to throw bodies at the problem. And that's not even accounting for the wave tactics that they started forging back in World War I by just legitimately throwing bodies at the issue. That's all they did. They threw people at the problem. They gave one soldier ammo and the other soldier a gun. Yes, and when the person with the gun died and fell, the person with the ammo was expected to pick it up and keep going. They expected the first person to die before he ever got a shot off. Which is some fucked history. But it's history. That shit really happened. I have way too much shit. I gotta stop grinding. You. I need ammo. Build 5. Build 5. Solar cells. Ah. They replicated nicely in the first Call of Duty. Yeah, the Russian campaign. Yeah, you're not wrong. But, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, another good depiction of it is a movie, actually. Ironically, they do actually a pretty good idea of it. Including the tactics of putting a machine gun behind their own men and saying that if you retreat, you'll be shot. Like, victory or death, those are your two options. So you basically had to run headlong into enemy fire and lay down your life so that you could shield the next person behind you for the next, like, 30 yards. It was fucked. But the movie I'm thinking of, Enemy at the Gate. Or Enemy at the Gates. Yeah, the boat scene and the scene afterwards where they charge through. That's exactly right. And honestly, the scenes where Khrushchev is scaring the fuck out of the political officers, the commissars, that's the kind of shit that happened. And those are the kind of suggestions that would come. They would shoot deserters. They would increase punishments. Like, the beatings will continue until morale improves. And they actually thought that would help. But yeah, that is real verified history there, and it's fucked as all hell. Right, give me that, and we're gone. Do I have anything else extra? Okay, some bio goo. Not that I need it, because I have 2,000 there and 3 full tanks in the back. They're all linked together. Never thought the Russian Revolution taught the revolution in school. Shocked when you watch a documentary about it. Yeah, see, What in the fuck are they teaching us? If they don't teach us history, what on our earth are they actually teaching us? Like, has nobody in academia ever heard that if you ignore history, you are doomed to repeat it? I'm sorry, but there are a lot of dark times in all cultures that I don't think we should be repeating. Like, I'm pretty sure China doesn't want a repeat of the rape of Nanking. Like, humans are fucked. But that's our history. You don't have to like it, but it is our history. And ignoring it, trying to whitewash it, trying to erase it from the books, doesn't make it go away. Which is why I sat here and I laughed when I heard about people who were trying to go around down in the American South and tearing down statues of the Confederate officers and whatnot. It's like, it's a symbol of hate. It's a historical memorial so we don't forget. If we forget it, there's actually an increased likelihood that we'll end up repeating it in some fashion. Maybe not the same way, but the lesson was learned once. But unless you like continue to ingrain that lesson in the minds of youth, they're not going to understand why doing this thing is bad, because they won't have learned a lesson. All right, what was it you said? Of the opinion that what we know from World War II isn't exactly true. We're told to know Schindler's List as truth when it's based on fiction. Okay, it's based on fragments of some truth. Yes, there were Germans who would put themselves and their families, honestly, at great risk. Oh, shit. Okay. Great risk to shelter Jews from the Holocaust. Mostly because, you know, they were neighbors. And it's like, if somebody was targeting my neighbor, somebody that I had probably broken bread with, you know, my kids might play with them, good kids from down the street, and suddenly someone comes in and says, no, all people like this are bad and we are killing them all, I'd probably hide them. Or try and do what I can to slow down the murder, because that's just not right. So, fragments of truth. Fragments of truth come together to make good stories, but, you know, stories are just stories. Some of them have some truth to them, some of them have some, quite a bit of lies to them. You don't take everything literally. Take a lot of shit with a big grain of salt, and just like don't be the fool that falls for everything. Never heard the quote, "We defeated the wrong enemy." Sometimes you hear that kind of stuff. What the fuck? Why am I out of power already? That's water. It's in here. Yeah, but you're gonna have people that will look at the way things turned out, and it's like, what were we even fighting for? Like, what was even the fucking point? I'll give you a solid example. We had, Sabatier reactor. What goes in? What comes out? Carbon dioxide, fresh water. Oxygen, methane. Oxygen. Holy shit. Where the hell was I? my train of thought got derailed. I'll probably think of it later, but right now I just can't. I have no idea. What the fuck? I thought my backpack had been charged. Yeah. We've had the same. We had a World War II veteran in America say to do the same thing. It's like, what the hell were we even fighting for? You look at what's happening now. And like, why did we even die? Good men died, but what for? Because y'all took the lessons we learned and promptly ignored them, and are making it happen anyway. And the banks? I don't know what you're talking about with the banks. I know we had an American veteran, an actual Army veteran, say that same thing. I think we probably thinking of the same interview. Because I know I've seen the British dude that went teacher in middle school saying Germans didn't like Jews as they controlled the banks. Well, to be fair, in the Middle Ages, you got to look back in history. The Germans aren't the first ones to dislike the Jews because of their control of banks. Because back in the Middle Ages, money was seen as a sin, or at least the love of money was seen as a sin. So the Europeans weren't really keen on attaching themselves or dealing with money all that much. But oh, come on, change the voltage. But the Jews were seen as acceptable persons to handle money because the Catholics saw the love of money as a sin. Switch electric cables, pistol, go, and then you to me. But occasionally, when a king or somebody would like say, "Hey, I'm in a bind. I need money now. I know. We'll expel the Jewry." And they would kick the Jews out of their country and like exile them, but take all their money. So the dude would get a big windfall of money by kicking the Jews out of their country. And then like their grandchild or something would like rescind the exile, and Jews would be allowed back in their country, blah, blah, nonsense. It was all crap. It was all mostly driven on greed. What Hitler was doing, and he was wrong to do so, but at the same time, it was part of his tactics. I will accuse Hitler of many things, but I will also give credit where it's due. The man was a very skilled orator. He could give a speech. He was very skilled at it. He was a piece of human garbage, but he was very skilled at talking. And he needed a unified enemy for his country to rally them and drive them to basically vote in the Socialist Party, the National Socialist Party, the Nazis. And that's part of the problem, is that big key word right there, that socialist. Yes, modern-day socialists like to call other people Nazis, but they forget that one of the most famous groups to use that terminology were the Nazis. So socialists are Nazis new age, but they're trying to convince everybody else they're not. But I'm sorry, but from what I've observed, they like to control narrative. They like to tell people to shush, and they say, your version of history is wrong. I am the only one that knows the correct version of history, which sounds very Nazi-ish if you think about it. But they don't want you to think about it. Because if you think about it, you'd realize they're a bunch of jackasses. not a big fan of socialism. They did. They actually did. They're the ones responsible for Jim Crow. They're the ones responsible for the KKK, which, and I think it was like Franklin Roosevelt, maybe. Yeah, I think it was. Well, it was somebody. It might have been Franklin Roosevelt. Somebody back in like the 60s or 70s signed a law that basically, they didn't realize it at the time, basically lay the groundwork for modern day like wage slavery, but made it look good, and had the audacity to say, this is a quote, "I'll have those," expletive starts with N, "voting Democrat for the next 50 years." And what you're actually seeing now is like the end of that 50-year reign, where the black community of America is starting to wake up and realize that they got hoodwinked. Oh shit! Yeah. What they remind me of is the droidicas from Star Wars. There we go. You fucker. Well, no, you've seen other things shoot at me. You've seen those things shoot at me. These things shoot actual slug bullets. Those things shoot balls of lightning. I'm just glad that the angels up there didn't decide to start jumping in on this fun. Okay, so what the hell we got here? We got saltwater output. Huh. That's a lot of saltwater. For what exactly? Oh, this is going to take a while to explore. I can tell already. Oh god, there's another one. There we go. Hey. What the shit? What's attacking me? O2 explosives. Grenades. What the hell is buzzing? Is it this thing? The battle for Europa? Not off the top. I'm not sure what you're referring to off the top of my head, but, I mean, since there's been a Europe, there's, like, kind of always been fights for it. So you'd have to be way more specific. Okay. No, I have not seen that documentary. I will say, though, I do enjoy a good documentary, mostly as background noise. But occasionally, they are fascinating to watch. Oh god, there's a downstairs, too. I gotta figure out what that is. I spend so much time going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Oh god, and I shudder to think what might be up there. I need to find out where the power is on this place. Okay, 12-hour documentary goes from the 1800s to modern times. It gives an alternate look at the narrative of that period. You know what? That's fair. Multiple viewpoints should be taken in. You think I'm gonna take the? You think I'd watch something on the 100 Years' War that only focuses on the point of view of the English? Hell no. Get it from the other end. Try get as much information as you can and make your own flipping decision. Make up your own mind. Too many people don't do that these days, and it's a damn shame. People just take what other people tell them. To be fair, from the 1800s to modern day, a lot of it should have been thrown into question in the first place. Like, truth be told, like World War I in and of itself, I'm pretty sure the only reason everybody kind of got along was because the confusing web of alliances and treaties and nonsense that caused the Entente and the alliance of the day were so confusing that some troops probably had bad information, or information that, hey, these guys across on the other trench, the ones you say are our enemy, I thought they were our allies. Yet nobody was sure. They just told, hey, bad guys over there, kill them. I mean, all right. Seems a bit rude, but okay. But then, after a year of trench warfare, it was not nice anymore, and nobody was in the mood to play nice. Especially after gas warfare, chemical warfare came into play. Nasty shit. Oh man, I'm always up to check out new sources of information. I mean, it's better than having a one-dimensional view of the world. Like, you think about this for a second. Like, right now, and I hate to use ourselves as an example, but it's probably the best one that is the most understandable. Our president is referred to by some of his political opponents as Hitler. So anything associated with him, anything that he touches, anything he does, has to automatically be bad. Even people that, study Hitler are like, yeah, of course he was bad. But I'm sitting here like, yeah, however, I'm not saying he had a point, but there are aspects of his life that you might want to pay some attention to, because he was, as I might have mentioned before, a very skilled orator. The man had talent. He had the gift of gab, and he could make an impassioned speech that drove his entire country into a frenzy. It's just facts. It's inarguable facts. I'm gonna throw the biological shit in here. I'm also going to cut this fabric in half and throw that in there. I don't think I'm going to need that much. I don't know what I got to repair yet, but all this nonsense. I might need to make a grinder out there. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, we're doing this again. No, not that. Build. Oh, I don't have it unlocked yet. Skills. Fabricator. Recycler. There we go. Alright. Flamer pistol, flamethrower. No, thank you. Food processor. No, thank you. Also not interested in these grenades. No, thank you. Generate electricity from petrol. I suppose if there's a big enough supply of petrol over there. But I'm going to leave that alone. Ooh, enhancers. I don't think I'm going to need the pressure. I can already go down an extra 40 meters. Ah, yes. The ads. Build time. Add capacity and efficiency. Oh, carry weight. There you go. And we're back. Good looking out. I think where did I leave off? I think I was talking about how yes, Hitler was a bad guy, but you'd be ignorant to just offhand ignore everything he ever did just because he was the person he was. Okay. Why do I feel like there's probably one over there and I just need to actually explore and find it? You know what? We're going to do exactly that. We're going to charge up. We're going to do exploring. We're just going to explore everything. We're going to try and find everything that there is to find out there and hopefully find the power generation. Because the last time I saw a facility this big, it was the Lazarus facility. And there are 2 grinders and fabricators on that complex. So I'd be ridiculous to think that there's not one here. Or at least one of each on this structure. Somewhere. So we're gonna go. And we're gonna figure this out. And if we need power, well, there's windmills over there. An event in history that if you dare question or deny, you can get jailed. They say they say the victor writes the history. Are you talking about what happened in Tiananmen Square? Where China tells you, no, absolutely not. That never happened. What are you talking about? You're insane. Or England's absolute refusal to acknowledge the existence of William Wallace. Because, I mean, those are just 2 I can think of off the top of my head. Okay? There's lots of history that is lost because the victor gets to write the history books. Auschwitz? Oh, you mean the most infamous German concentration camp? Yeah, I'm not surprised that there's stuff that is unwritten or hidden at least about that. It surprises me not one little bit. Because if I was them, I probably wouldn't want that kind of history on my records either. But I'm a firm believer. Backing away from the scary sphere. I am a firm believer that the truth of history does not give one single fuck for what you want your history to be. It only gives a shit about what history actually is. What happened in history is history. Whether you want to write about it or not is irrelevant. And there have been 2 other reports about gas chambers in the news, but everyone agrees it's just wartime propaganda. But that one isn't. Yeah. I was like, yeah, you think that was the first time people were mass executed for convenience? You're out of your damn mind. What the hell? Keep hitting the wrong button. Alright. So, what do you need? You need iron, plastic, aluminum, silicon. Of course you need silicon and all that other happy horse shit. This is why I need a grinder. Yeah, the truth is, history is often not kind to those who would rather forget it. But we're just not about that. There's lots of things that people want to forget, and we're not going to, because ignoring the past is not a good thing. Never has been, never will be. Oh, hello. Die, die, die. Okay. So, you need power. There we go. There you go. Alright, you. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can get a little bit of power in here, maybe from these solar panels. These things are fried. Alright, let's try something, though. Origin of the 6 million Jews, how the number keeps popping up through history. Before from World War I, but the same number is used to count the Jews who passed. Yeah. History's fucked, man. The history that is in history books, sometimes you just got to take it all with a big grain of salt. And accept that some people have made bad decisions that they would very much rather people forget. Like, everybody, like, is in most recent history, like, glaring at Germany. But the truth is, like, Germany is not the first country or the only country to have committed atrocities in recent history. Simple fact. Some people don't like it. That's their problem. Alright. Yeet. Alright, let's see if we can get anything out of you guys. Yeah, nothing. Alright, so I have a little bit. That's probably enough titanium, maybe? As long as this one... Okay. So I need some carbon fiber. Silicon. Lots more iron and plastic. Aluminum. So, aluminum, silicon, carbon fiber, iron and plastic. Aluminum, silicon, carbon fiber, iron, plastic. Pretty sure I can remember that. Maybe. I figured I'd need more silicon. China in the 50s and compare that with Africa? Yeah. Where China progressed and Africa hasn't? Couldn't tell you. Cultural thing, maybe? It's because somebody... maybe it's because one person claimed the reins of power in China and drove their country forward unwillingly, and most of Africa is still very, very fractured and warring. Like, the last 100 years of African culture have pretty much been one warlord after another. Basically, the king is dead, long live the king. The king has been assassinated, long live the new king. They didn't go through continental wars like Europe or China has. Well, I mean, yeah. But China still, like, will willingly slaughter its own people, much like Russia does. The lines were drawn by colonies. Yeah. Which is why it's basically warlord fighting. And I said warlord fighting specifically, not country-on-country fighting. Because the warlords that actually have power in the African countries don't give a shit about country lines. Their territory is wherever they say it is, and they fight over the contested areas. Alright, let's get some iron. Let's get some silicon. Good. Copper. I think I needed some copper. Copper. Iron. Plastic. 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 That's rubber. I need aluminum. That's iron. Oh, for fuck's sake. Silicon. I forgot what I needed. I know I need carbon fiber. Fucking hell. Give me all this. Holy shit. Look, 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 look. Chug, 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 chug. All right. Oh my god, I am so slow. Oh, hang on. I need to know. I need to know. Holy fuck balls. 460 kilograms. Holy shit. That is a lot of weight. Okay, there you go. 40 kilograms right there. I'll keep this 73. That's fine. Okay, moving on. What's over here? Gold? Nope, no room for that. No room for anything over here either. I'm going to need another bag. 100 plastic. There you go. Another. That's a bunch of carbon fiber. I do need carbon fiber. I do not need neutronium. That's not going to do me any good, though. Give me the copper. Give me all this shit. This all wasn't supposed to be up here anyway. Okay. Tug, 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 tug. Go away. All right. Now then. You know what? Instead of putting it in boxes... Hang on. You're 64. So I'll drop all the 100 things. Drop. 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 Drop that polyurethane. Drop that gold. Drop that aluminum. Drop that aluminum. Drop that aluminum. Okay. Okay, we are still pretty massively overweight. Take all that. Alright, now, what we're going to do, we're going to cut you in half and drop you. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep that rubber. That's not that 10 kilograms is not that bad. I should probably take some of that rifle slam and send it on its way. I'm going to take half of you and drop that. I'm going to take... You're really weighty. Split you and drop that one. Aluminum, silicon. Okay, I don't need plasma gel. That's a fact. So, neutronium, plasma gel, you go away. Split, and you go in there. And then split you, and you go in there. Okay, we're still at 182, which isn't great, but it's not also terrible. I don't think I need that much glass. Hello. We're just gonna dump this thing in the back corner here. Okay, glass. Drop you in half. Split the polyurethane in half. Oh, shit. 25 ought to do. That'll be alright. 95 aluminum. Split you. Drop half. Split you in half and drop you. That drops a bit more weight. Okay, where does that leave us? Leave us under, so we're not horrendously overburdened. We're still somewhat we're still a bit thick, but we're not horrifically so. Now we just charge. And we'll walk our happy ass in here and heal up. I wonder if there are Americans who weigh more. Of course there are. I'm one of them. Technically speaking, as far as our Department of Health or whatever it is that governs such things has to say, I am at minimum 50 pounds over where I'm supposed to be for my height. But to look at me, you would be hard-pressed to actually call me fat or horribly obese, because I carry the weight mostly in muscle and largely on my legs. So, yeah, there are Americans that weigh more, but that wouldn't necessarily make them fat. I'm not even saying big boned. The military has trained my body into like an endurance machine, which means that my legs are very, very thick and developed. So I have tree trunks for fucking legs, I swear to God. And that's where I carry a lot of my weight. Now, I do have a bit around the middle, but if you've ever seen an American MMA fighter, that's the kind of build I have. It's not ripped, you know, chisel cut freaking abs and all that, but my arm is big enough that if I hit you, I don't care how big you are going to feel it. Like, I'm built for the fight and a long haul of a fight. Not for the sprint, not for bodybuilding, not for weightlifting. I'm built for the fight. But yeah, of course there's Americans that weigh more than, well, I'm sorry, than the 460 kilograms there. God only knows. I'm sorry, I think I finally caught up with you. Oh, I just realized that's a rocket. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you an uncomfortable truth about the... Probably smacked me through the wall. I mean, truth be told, maybe yes, maybe no. Don't know, because the problem is... Okay, your height has nothing to do with it. Your weight necessarily doesn't have anything to do with it either. What matters is how you can move. Because if you are faster than me, doesn't matter how much power I can put behind my hits. If I can't hit you, it does nothing. Now, if I was to get a hold of you, with your small ass, yeah, I'd probably sit on you and hurt you. But that's kind of the trick, though, is being able to make sure you use what you have to your advantage, which includes your weight. If you have quite a bit of weight, use it to your advantage. Can you please co-op? There is no co-op at the moment. It was just on... there was a while ago. This was on demo just last month. Oh, I might need more plastic. Holy shit. Okay, we have power, sort of. Turn you on. This was a demo just last month. I'm sure the developers might have plans to make it co-op at some point. That would be amazing. But at the moment, there's a lot going on. The chug is real, even on my rig. And I know I don't have a top-of-the-line computer, but it's kind of nuts. Alright, you. There. Power. Now, you. Lights. Here. A couch pillow. Okay. Tech scraps. Cool. Alright. There's more tech scraps if I really feel like it. But this will do for the time being. I do want to get a battery built here at some point, but for now, I need to see if there... Jump over! Jump over. There we go. I need to see if... Oh, hi. I need to see if there's a fabricator and a shredder in here. The screen on the desk remind me of a computer and Fallout. That's wild that you say that. It is, for all the high tech that this is, the computers they're using in here reminds you of like old Macs from like way back in Apple's early days. Huh. Oh, that's not happy making. Now, here's the fun part. The aged Lazarus vial. It has Ultratech. That's the neutronium and the plasma gel. I don't know how to make it. I don't know what it makes. I haven't come across anything that needs neutronium or plasma gel yet, but that's a good source of it, and I would probably be well-reasoned to grab that and take it back to my ship. That said, jelly that wobbles. No, Jesus Christ. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Grab a box. Whoa, shit. What the hell was that? Lift. Place. There you go. Huh. Another aged Lazarus seed container. Well, you, my sir, will go out there. You, I'm sure you have Ultratech. You'll go out there, for sure. You're coming with me. And you will be coming with me. Go away. Alright. The jelly that wobbles. I mean, I suppose. Actually, it reminds me of, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the fictional universe of SCP, The Flesh That Hates. Fighting movie actor. Now we talking like guns or martial arts? Because, I mean, Jackie Chan's probably going to be top of that list, although I suppose Jean-Claude Van Damme definitely has his skills. I think Steven Seagal is overrated. Because for all his ability to be good at martial arts, Steven Seagal has shit for actual acting ability, in my opinion. The muscles from Brussels. I mean, what do you want? The dude was in the Street Fighter movie, which was amazing because he was playing the American from that game, the American fighter from that game, and he's from Belgium. Hollywood's gonna Hollywood. What do you want? Okay. So, what we're going to do is going to make a recycler. It is absolutely not going to be built here on site with anything that I have. Pretty sure I don't have enough. We are also going to build a fabricator. Put you there. Now, for the funsies, We're also going to make... Oh, I can make a Lazarus pod. Cool. Not important right now. Medium battery. We'll make one of those in here. Johnny Cage and more... You know what? That doesn't surprise me. I think Johnny Cage is a little bit more egotistical than Van Damme ever would be. Bless his humble little soul. Okay, just see if we can thread you through there real quick. I can't really do anything with it. Fuck it. Up and over it goes. That kink bothered the fuck out of me. And it's still there. God damn it. Okay, so what do I need? I need to grab some power. Okay, turn the light off so it can save a little bit of power. So these are working. These are the big ones too. Energy output 10 kilowatts, 10.5 kilowatts-ish. Energy output 9 kilowatts. Fair, so about 20 kilowatts between the two of them. One of these, that's putting out nothing. This is putting out about 7. Not great, not terrible. This is more about getting me enough to get back to the thing. The only place where windmills are actually efficient is in games. Yes. Yes, those and solar. Like, they are it. These are it. These are the power you have. They're the most efficient, the most greatest ever thing. And the fact of the matter is, like, it's only in games that they are so. Because in reality, like, solar and panel are only, like, what, 15 and 20% efficient? And they only last, like a few years. And the pollution created in making them exceeds the pollution they eliminate in their operation. Like, just the amount of concrete needed to anchor either solar or wind, especially those big windmills in place, the production of the concrete is so horrifically polluting that it doesn't matter how long the windmill operates, it'll probably still never eliminate the carbon footprint of what had to go into its creation. And then a lot of the parts can't even be recycled. We're working on it, but like half the parts can't be recycled. So they're going to sit in dumps and, you know, just age like the rest of the trash. It's nuts. So yeah, no, it's kind of fucked, but yeah, you're right. Windmills are only efficient in games. Yeah, offshore windmills can cause stress on aquatic life. And the fact of the matter is, where do we put windmills? Out in the open, like, yes, obviously windy areas, but there are people that live in some windy areas. But where do we put windmills? Where have we always put windmills? Since we created windmills, where have we put them? Far away from where we live. Why? Because we don't want to be near them either. Like, people work near them or around them, and they might be in the middle of, like, fields where crops grow, but that's only because the plants aren't bothered by them. Well, windmills, anyway. Plants don't do so well with solar farms because they take a lot of the solar energy that the plants require to exist. Ever stood underneath one? I don't think I've ever been close enough to one of the really, really big... Uh-oh. Ads. I'll hold on to that until I'm done. I wish this thing was faster. Hooray! It took that long to go through the ads, and I'm still not back of the truck, or the back of the boat. Okay, so have I ever done anything? I don't think I've ever been that close to one, in all honesty. I've never been in an area where they've had these big windmills. In fact, I don't remember the last time I've been near any windmill, energy creating, or old ones that used to be used for grinding flour and shit. I've been all over the world, but it feels like I haven't traveled all that much. But no, short answer, no. I've never stood underneath one. Rather noisy, that. Oh, and that's a bit of lore for this game. I was out of power there. I actually ran out of battery, and it was taking away my health. Slowly taking away my health because of it. How about you? You're still good? Cool. Grab this little cable. Cool. You charge. Yeah, zoof, zoof every 1 to 2 seconds. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it really does make sense. Okay, so what do we got? We have one of these. Build. Doesn't matter where. And that's a recycler. Oh no, that's a fabricator. There's the recycler. And there's the battery. Now, I'm going to take all the parts in here. Take all. There we go. March my happy little ass over here. And we're going to add missing parts, because I have plenty of display screens. Add missing parts. And add missing parts. Now, the range of this thing is a little odd. There we go. One's growing. I need to see if this will go up there. Now, here's the funny thing. This device ends here at this corner, right? It can't pick up items from this box. And I don't understand why. Okay, what the hell are we missing now? You, get out of my face. We'll march our happy little butt up here and figure out what we're missing. Because something obviously went wrong. The fabricator and the shredder are fine. Connector ports. For some reason, it didn't make enough connector ports. link the box, or is it a perimeter thing? It's an area thing. It's a distance thing. For some reason, there's no linking it. It's build from near, which is a nice little quality of life thing. The problem is, if you fill up that wall with all your boxes and shit, because this one's got shelves and a desk and nonsense in the way, so you wouldn't want to build it over here, it can't reach the far corner. You would think that it would... I just want the developers to add the expand the radius a little bit to encompass the entirety of the boat. This thing is pretty central on the boat, but just expand the perimeter so that you can bring all of it to bear. So what did I need? I needed connector ports. Build 1. There we go. And that's building. So, it means everything that's in my inventory right now, I don't need, so you go away, you go away. Display screens, thank you. I didn't need to build a lot of you. That's good. And we're done. Now. Here comes the fun part. We're still overloaded. Ah. Put you in there. See, that's another almost 5 kilograms. Co-op survival for zombie-themed game. Well, there's the game I play on Wednesdays, 7 Days to Die, which is a... Well, it's a shooter. Calling it a survival is a kind of a stretch, depending on who you ask. It's survival in the fact that you need to maintain your health, your food, your water. You're generally going to be crafting your own stuff, but you can also, like, just sell everything for credits and then buy things with those credits. It's not overly difficult to survive the food and water necessities. You can tweak the zombies to be like ridiculously fast and numerous, or you can like basically make a empty world where only the missions are going to give you zombies inside the buildings. But like 7 Days to Die is one. Co-op survival. I'm pretty sure Project Zomboid is in there. If you go anywhere on Steam, really, and type in survival and zombie, I'm pretty sure you get a whole page of games. Those are just the ones I can think of. And I currently play 7 Days to Die. Co-op with cannibals. Nice. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. If that's a game, I haven't heard of it. If it's, it sounds like a title. Oh, The Forest? Oh, okay. Yeah, that one I've heard of. I haven't played it, but I've heard of that one. That's a lot more survival, but not exactly zombie. Those are almost more demonic than zombie. Or at least very cultish. Oh, I'll bet it's scary as fuck, because all you have is those dinky little lighters. Maybe, I think you get proper torches. I was about to call them flashlights, but I remember most people in Europe call them torches. Inside one of the caves, which is kind of fucked when you think about it. Oh, hang on. Hey, buddy, come with me. You're going to test out my new stuff. Alright, I realize I probably didn't need to build this out here. But I was just... It's close to my power, and I'm running out of patience. There we go. It's all building. Very good. Recycler's done. Now you're halfway done. Some weird constructed enemies underground, like some weird Frankenstein monster with multiple limbs. Oh yeah, too many limbs to be normal. Too many faces too. I've seen some playthroughs. I watched Markiplier's playthrough. Fuck that nonsense. That shit is not cool. All right, so we're not expelling as much as we're putting in, so we are slowly charging this bitch. Good. I'm gonna need a bit of a bank of power to pull this off. Okay, we are going to put one of you. I'm out of plastic. Fuck. Okay, new plan. You run off of that battery for a little bit. You power this. Power on. My friend, you have immediate use. Gold, silicon, copper. I'm looking for plastic. Plastic! Yes. Okay, that's it. That's it. All right. Build one of these. Hooray! I'm gonna put you on here if I can. Nope, can't do it. Put you right there like that. You. There. You. There. You're the power. There you go. Right there. And... Yep. Battery is still working. Batteries. This is the joy of the battery. In case I ever go out of power, don't have to worry. There we go. Alright. Now, if I really need to, I can fabricate shit too. I don't imagine I need to, but I can if I really want to. Now, what do I still need for you? Plastic and iron. That's easy. This is plastic and iron. Come hither. Right, come here. Okay. You ignorant bitch. Get in there. There you go. Iron and plastic. There's the iron. There's the plastic. There's copper and rubber. Okay, I guess it has copper and rubber too. Enough? Nope, I need more plastic. I will grind you down for parts in this bitch too. These are one each of plastic, and what I need is just pure plastic. Where's the pallets? There's gotta be pallets around here somewhere. Plastic pallets. There we go. Plastic pallets. Okay, now. Remember when you were younger, you was fine playing Resident Evil 2 on your own, but oh god, when Silent Hill released, didn't want to play it on your own. Yeah, it's the environmentally scary shit like that it is nuts. It is no joke. Okay, those are all fabric scraps. These things have metal and plastic. Grind that height unit there? Unfortunately, no. I've tried. For some reason, I can't. There are some smaller pallet jacks that you can do, but this scissor lift, nothing. I don't understand it. Like, this would be great to get some tech scraps or something off of. But nothing doing. I suppose they had to limit what you're allowed to grind down, because otherwise people would be stripping absolutely everything. Hey, plastic. That's what I need. Fix this bitch, too. I need more power. No, unfortunately. Can't use it either. It's just decorative. I don't think I can, anyway. Nothing to operate. No big button to push. You can only really kind of use it insofar as you can climb up on it. Much like I'd love to be able to like grind these things down for as much plastic and metal as I'd probably get out of them, but no, nothing doing. Hello, my friend. Okay. Oh yeah. See, that's the beauty of the modding community, is that you're gonna get shit like that. And it is absolutely glorious. Okay. Drain the battery for my own selfish needs. Somewhat. Okay, we get some of that shit. Also, grab some of these. You know what? If I had my flashlight off, I could save some power. Grab some nonsense. You really off now? Overdid it a bit? Yeah, a little bit, I guess. Because it's now, what, like nearly 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock where you're at? Yeah, I get some sleep, man. Holy shit. I'll be back at this tomorrow, and tomorrow, well, for me, morning into afternoon. For you, probably early evening. I also do a medieval game called Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. American Eastern Time. Okay, yeah, American Eastern Time, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So like, convert that into what you will. And I'll be back at this again. Same thing. American Eastern Time, 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Which actually, I'm about ready to wrap this up too. I'm half an hour out. All right, we're gonna leave those parts sitting there just in case I need to build like another solar panel or windmill or something. At least I have it here. But I wish you well, and I hope your sleep is restful and satisfying. Anything up here? Oh, there's a bit up here. Some parts. Some scraps. Nothing else. Down we go, as safely as possible. Oh god, there's 4 of these fucking things. Here we go. Alright. Is there a way in here? It'd be amazing if there was. Hey! Looky what I found. Ooh. Oh. That's rough luck, my man. He got squished. Well, my friend, you come with me. I will grind you down for parts. Just like I'll grind this guy down for parts. Alright, I think he's off now. Viewership went down by 1. This is a kind of interaction I like. Somebody that actually will like engage me in some thought-provoking, sometimes touching on slightly touchy subjects, but I enjoy all of it because, you know, to not engage in those kind of conversations I find to be, well, just ignorant, really. You have to engage in those kinds of talk, whether it's happy making or not. Conversation is the way you learn things. Like I learned some things. Learned some things just now. Learned about a couple of good documentaries that I might end up looking up, and a name that I'll want to see what I can find out about. I will end up scrolling up and finding that what's his name, Watson. See what that dude did. Oh my God. All right. Ooh, that's a steel tube. Aluminum scraps. Yeah, some metal scraps. Some more shit. And some rubber scraps. Alright, well, stuff. Stuff is always nice. Hey, there's a robot. Let's go grind him. Bang his head on every step on the way up. Hello. Goodbye. I might want to just, like, dump a bunch of robots down here in this pit when I find them. Alright. What's in these? Shit. Mild heart attack. I forgot I got robot legs. Ooh. Big electric explosive. Let's see what I can grind you into. Copper scraps, metal scraps, aluminum scraps, wire, plastic, broken glass, wire, plastic, broken glass. Okay. And an absolute metric fuck ton of metal and some electric capsules. Cool. Now then. Parts, little bits, some O2 tanks. Doesn't look like much. Let's go up here and see what's what. I see some robots on the other side, but let's find out what's up first. Okay, so we have a battery. No. Drop. Steal it. You. Yeet. What the shit? Oh god. Did I hit one of them? That thing is beefy. My last mag. Hey, got him. God, I fucking hate those things. See, I thought I had hit one of those things by mistake. All right, no parts. No parts. Okay. So, the angels won't actually bother me unless I directly attack them. That's fine. I can deal with that. Ooh, man, these guys. These guys cowered back here. Gas cables. Nope, I need that. There we go. Okay. And that's not accessible. Now that one goes down, and that also goes down, I think. Maybe. Let's get... Ooh, there's oil. There's, how much? 1,300 liters and 700. Okay, so 2,000 liters grand total between the two of them. And this is methane and O2. Damn it, dude. Alright. Well, let's start running some of these guys, and I need to go over and get some power at some point. Actually, I'll just do this. I'll empty out this battery. Okay, done and done. You, come with me. Because the best thing about these guys is they kind of have a little bit of everything, except for the Ultra Tech. But I don't know what Ultra Tech requires yet. So we're just gonna make a robot scrap heap right there. And I don't have the ammo to take on these flying bitches, so we're gonna leave that alone. I know damn good and well when to leave well enough alone. And you, my good sir, are well enough left alone. I haven't yet explored the entirety of this place. I'd really love to get around to it, but it looks like that's going to have to... I'm going to have to finish my exploration, possibly next time. But but next time is not just yet. I'll take the scraps. No problem. Come to me, my little robot brethren. I'll grind you down in a minute. Save some power. Just gonna have a big old pile of robots down here, ready to grind at a moment's notice. Because I don't need to take them back to the boat. I've got plenty of shit on the boat. I'd be hard-pressed to find something I'm actually lacking on the boat. Where are you, my friend? There you are. I said pick up, and we go. Alright, now we just run around in the dark for a little bit. Run around like a fool. I am one. What do you want? Go. Robots. Robot graveyard. It's a scrap heap. Okay. Now, we need to get some power. Hopefully the battery has managed to grind up some charge. Hey, look at that. That is good. That is really good. Okay, switch cables for electric pistol. Nothing. Nothing. Yep, I'm still hooked up. Good. So, power the battery just a little bit. And this is all I really need. It has enough charge to handle anything that the grinder or the assembler could throw at me. Could throw a light in there if I really wanted to be spiffy. This area is a little dark. Fun shit, though. Great environment. Like, this is dark, gritty. I love it. Alright, let's see what's up on the launch pad. Okay, O2, that's another tower. See what's up here. Anything good? Nothing spiffy. And nothing at all. Alright, whatever the hell this is. This is a launch pad for sure. Ooh, there's stuff in there. There's creepy crawlies. Okay, ah, there you are. What I should probably do is get a bin, a port of hold over there. My friend. Oh my god, I'm so weighed down. Hello, don't mind me. I'm just taking him for recycling. You guys don't you guys don't mind as long as you don't see me with a human, and as long as I don't shoot you. Oh god, it is dark as shit. This robot is partially blinding, but I'll take this. we go. Alright, you guys huddle together for warmth. Huddle together for warmth, sir. There you go. You guys will be alright. Alright. Now then. A little bit of ultra tech. Nothing crazy. I'll take that gold. For some reason I don't like that thing sitting back there like that. Titanium. Anything else? Alright, you guys just kind of... Daylight come and the bugs go home. Alright. Actually, it doesn't matter if I leave you on. Because that is basically just charging the battery back to full and then running the lights on this place. Now, I wonder if that light runs the lights for all of these stations out here. I've got to figure that out. So, 3 of these bastards floating around up here. I need to get more ammo if I ever want to take them out. You. I'll take this. Ambiance. Okay. There's a battery. Cool. Alright, so you guys light up the rocket, and that's fine and dandy. Hey, there's another robot. Yeah, no, back down here, please. I just wanted to test and make sure you worked. Alright, so nothing in here, nothing in here, nothing in here. Okay, I got a robot over there. I have some O2 tanks. Another little shady area, nothing to speak of in here. There's the stairs that would have brought me up here if I'd have done a normal thing. Hello, don't mind me. I'm not bothering you. Robot. An advanced one like me. A caretaker. Hang on next to your buddies. Alright. So let's figure out what's up first, I think. Alright. So, what do you need? You need startup. Okay, you're gonna need oxygen, methane, electricity. You can take 3 Lazarus pods. There's 3 hatches and 1 door. Startup. Okay. Propellant. Power. Ground completed. Payload 3. Weather completed. I don't know what well that shit is, but escape. Alright. Now what are you? What are you? Open? Oh. Electricity. Oh, hey, hang on. You are oxygen. And then you, I imagine, will be methane. Cool. 3 hatches, and I bet the door's up there. Okay. So, that's where I load those fuckers up. Oh, hello. Huzzah. Now I know where to bring oxygen tanks. And any methane if I have it. Let's go up. I'll bet you there's stuff on these catwalks. They learned their tricks from Elon Musk, did they? Look at those stabilizer fins. They stole all this from Elon Musk. No power. Okay. Well, don't do that. You. Okay, startup. Same process. Alright, let's see what's up here. A little bit more. Ooh, hello. Stuff. I like stuff. Sorry for you, buddy. Now up here is definitely going to be one of those cases where I'm going to just like put a windmill or something and just hook it up. There'd be no point in doing anything else really. As far as power goes. That little thing I might just shove in there for a little bit of boost of power, but none of the rest of this shit is going to get ground down. You are coming with me, however, sir. And this is why I need all these kind of parts, because I'm going to need to make some more windmills and shit. So, down we go. Now again, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be like lots of robots out here, and I'll be more than willing to go up around all of this and check it at some point. And I may do that off screen, but for right now, I'm going to run you down here, drop you off, fill up my power. No, sir, over here. The rest of them in my pile of junk. Go to the nearest and take my charge off of it. Charge me. Alright, I'm going to finish off doing some exploring. Oh no, I gotta get off on time because my boy fellow machine is got a game of Among Us going on and I'd like to be in on it. Now let's see what's over here. Let's go. There are some sitting areas. This is true. Hello, my friend. Lovely day to be flying around in the blue. The blue above, the blue below. And you don't have anything to worry about because you're fine. As long as you stay out of the water, you're fine. Everything else is kinda fucked. Alright. Let's get some shit done. Stuff. Like I said, I'm going to loot all this later. Right now it's primarily about exploration. Good to know you're back here. Okay. Outside of the structure seems secure. Downside of the structure, well, we found it. Oh my god. Reach level 20. Outstanding. No, I can't reach it. No, it's gonna regrow. Oh my god, you held that guy in place? You monster. You crucified that robot. Okay, separate power grid over here. ID launch control, no power. Okay, so this is central control, I believe. Okay, I made it. That's good. O2 orb grenade. Yeah, I'll have to come back when I actually have ammo. Oh shit. Fuck you! Fuck you! Come on, damage him, damn it. Okay, I gotta run. Fuck you, dude. Holy shit. I think I might have almost had him on the ropes. But I need to fabricate. Oh. Are you gonna fall in the hole? Like, please do. No, 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 no. We're not going back. We're going this way. We need to heal. We need ammo. Holy shit. And I need a good place to save and end this thing because I need to jump off and I need to go get my Among Us on. Alright, we're heading out. We're jumping on this motherfucker. I don't have anybody to raid him with, but I'll jump in and let him know I'm there. He's probably streaming it. If not, I'll check him out on Discord. This has been a fun episode. I love this game. The exploration, the sense of exploration in this game is just fucking amazing. And I absolutely love every single minute of it. Now then. Is the health up here? No, the health is not up here. The health is down here, which also means the save is down here. So I just wasted a bunch of time for nothing. Alright, you. Heal me. And then you will download my memories. Consuming. Got it down to 19%. Alright, back it up. Backup slot 1. Yes. Close. Alright. So, the save is complete. This stream has come to an end. I will be jumping in on my buddy Fellow Machine, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.